Let me ask you a question. What are you afraid of? I want you to take the time and seriously think about it. What is your biggest fear? What is that thing you are most afraid of? Some people are afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm afraid of falling from heights, if that makes sense. Some people are afraid of spiders. Some people are afraid of whatever the hell that noise is. And, there's people with different kinds of fears, afraid of clowns or peanut butter, something weird like that, But what are you afraid of? Think about it. I'm going to share with you a story about one of my fears. My biggest fear of how I wanted to die was the fear of drowning. Okay. Some people say that drowning is a peaceful way to go. How they would know that, I have no idea. But I had a fear of drowning. I'll share with you this story. At a young age, oh man, I can't even think of the number, but it was before I could swim. My family and I, we were out of town, out at a pool, and the pool went from like 2 to 4 feet all the way to 8 or 10 feet. I had a shallow end and a deep end. And my mother was pushing my siblings and I, my brother and sister, around on the raft and taking turns. Each of us go around in the deep end and then come back, and the next one hop on and then go around in the deep end and then come back. And then it was my turn, so I went around in the deep end, came back, and then it was the siblings' turn. And when they went, I wanted my turn again. I want my turn again. I just got done, and nobody was paying attention, but I started following my mother. I started following her, as she went along in the deep end. And at the time, I could not swim. So me not knowing, I'm just going along. Next thing you know, I just remember my footing had slipped. And I started sliding down into the deep end. Water started covering my head. And I didn't know what to do. All I did was have my arms up for help. If I would have known at the time, that if anything, that kept me more at the bottom than float to the top. But I'm just standing there, my arms at the top. At the time, I wasn't scared, but I didn't know what was going to happen. It wasn't until I was down there for a while, I knew that I couldn't breathe, that I started becoming worried about what was going to happen. And I don't know, I can't remember how long I was down there, but all of a sudden, someone yanks me up out the pool. And who was it? It's my mother. She came to the rescue. When she went around the pool again, she was looking around and she didn't see me. And I don't know how, and she even tells me the story to this day, but she just seen my little hands just hanging up out the water. And I got out of the water. I was coughing up all this water that I had started to inhale, and shaking. They put a towel around me, and I remember it vaguely. I remember it like it was yesterday. And when I grew up, we actually grew up across the street from a community pool. Now, sure, things when you're younger, you're more likely to try it again if you're afraid of something. But I was bound determined to learn to swim again. To face my fears and to get in that water and swim. And that's exactly what I did. Later on down the road, I even ended up joining the Navy, as some of you have known. Thank God the ship didn't capsize, but if, something bad would have happened, I would have had to, definitely challenge my fears there. So that's exactly what I'm shooting this video today, is to tell you that you need to face your fears, whatever it may be. Whatever your fears may be, you know, the longer you avoid them, they're still going to be there. No matter what, they're still going to be there. All you're doing is holding yourself back from what could be. Look, if I would have been afraid of swimming, you know, or afraid of water, you know, I would never experience something beautiful as this. Take a look for yourself. Look how beautiful that is. Look at it. You know, there's other things in life. There's business opportunities that I was afraid of in life. You know, that I was hesitant, that I was skeptical on taking. And if I didn't take those, I would not have had the breakthrough that I had in order to create this 30-day challenge. I would not have met the individuals in my life, the new friends in my life, you know, that challenge me and hold me accountable for doing certain things. So whatever your fear is, whatever your fear may be, whatever you're afraid of, you know, it may take time. If you're afraid of heights, I wouldn't recommend, you know, going in a plane and going skydiving. Maybe eventually, I'd give you props, but you probably wouldn't do that right away. You know, you have to work your way there, and eventually, you'll overcome those fears. And once you do, you open up a whole new world of possibilities, a whole new world of opportunities, a whole new world of openness. Look at that. Just look how beautiful that is. I'll let you take that in for a moment. My challenge for you today is to face your fears. Face them dead on, because they'll always be there. So until you face them head on, until you overcome them, then they're always there. Take care, people.